Oh, well, howdy there. Wasn't expecting an audience today, but, howdy. I suppose while you're here, I might as well ask you, do you like stories? I've seen plenty of souls like yours. I know you've got plenty of stories to tell yourselves, but I figure I've got one that seems pretty pertinent today. Here. Let me tell you the story of a little boy, well, a man, named Swift. Now, Swift was an enigma to himself. You see, he didn't know who he was. He couldn't even remember the last month of his life. He was plopped down in this little world that I like to call Last One Standing. There were 5 other people there, all in the same situation. Not a lick of memory, but a whole bunch of rules. You see, this world gave them all a challenge. The challenge to survive. To do whatever underhanded tricks they could. To be the last one standing. Well, they had their doubts. Most of them just wanted to stay peaceful. Live a nice little life. No death, no betrayal. Just fun times with friends. But that's not how that world ended up. You see, after months of paranoia, betrayals left and right, eventually, all but one perished in that world. The only survivor being Bush Cheese. See, Swift himself had died. 3rd one to go, if I recall. Now, death, thankfully enough, wasn't the end for these 6. They were all given one more chance. Tossed into another world with, yet again, no memory, but a challenge. We introduce Last Resort. Now this world went a little better for little Swift. You see, he made some friends, even found himself a little family. Called themselves the Beatboxers. I never figured out why, but boy, that name sure stuck. Now this world had a different challenge. This time, they all had to get straight up to the moon. That would seem pretty far-fetched, but they all seemed up for the task. Only, they didn't really try all that hard. They started off just goofing around, having all sorts of fun. They didn't even build a rocket until it was too late. You see, no matter how many friends Swift had made, he even found love on that server. But it didn't matter. At the end of the day, tragedy struck again. History repeated itself. Every last friend Swift had made disappeared. Gone with the wind. There was a hidden threat lurking just beneath the surface that no one could see until it was far too late. Parasites, monsters that took out every last living thing that mattered to Swift. But he saw an escape. He didn't want to live without his friends, but he figured the memory could live on. So he escaped. I'm not sure how, but he made it somewhere else. He went off the radar for a couple months. Now, to my dismay, I found him. he ended up in a little world called EVerlast. Now, I don't know how, and I don't know why, but whatever happened after Last Resort, Swift remembered everything. Every last detail of his past. You see, at every point in Last One Standing and Last Resort, there was this twisted little nagging at the back of his mind, telling him to do terrible things. A dark urge, you could say. To kill, to spill blood, even his friends. And he's finally learned why. He remembered his true self. Prince Caedis. Returning to that hateful name, he started a new life. Well, more accurately, an old life that we'd all thought was long forgotten. Now you may be wondering, why do I know all this? Who even am I? Well, I'll tell you. They call me Mr. Guardian. I'm a private investigator, and I've been known to hop from world to world, solving all sorts of mysteries. You see, all these worlds I've mentioned to you, I've been there the whole time, watching over that kid. You see, there was a mystery that needed solved, and Swift was a suspect, so I decided to step in and help him out. Of course, nothing I did really changed much. Not in the long run anyways, but at least I cleared his name. So now, I've got a new job. I've been following this Swift guy all the way until he became Caedis again. And I've never been one to back down from people that need help. You see, Caedis hurts people. He's a terrible man. But I was able to know Swift for a brief time, and boy, he was a sweetheart, mostly. If I can somehow stop him from being such a prick, I'll take that chance. I don't want anyone else getting hurt. So that's why I'm here, on this little world y'all like to call EVerlast. Let me shrink myself here. So join me, won't you? Now, I've been in this world for a little while now, and I've found a whole lot of nothing. I don't know where that boy went, or what he's even been doing, but I know I can't just sit here and wait anymore. I gotta get out there, gotta solve something, gotta stop someone bad, maybe meet some people, maybe finally figure out how to make coffee in this damn world. I prefer hiding out, but God, I just have this burning desire. I need to get out and do something. So that's just what I'm gonna do. As soon as I launch the game. Oh, may have gotten too excited about that there story. Forgot to launch Minecraft. How about this? While we wait for this whole thing to launch, if y'all got any questions or stories of your own, go ahead and tell me. Ask them. Whatever you want. I mean, I don't know any of y'all, so, introduce yourselves if you want. Oh, Wetzel. That's a nice name. Glad you're excited for this little adventure. Alright, pick the right skin. Oh boy. Alright. Hi, I'm Moss, or Ray. A little patch of moss on things. So, you're one of them mossy souls. People usually call you Gecko. Oh yeah, like those little lizards. Oh, I love animals. Keeping your mouth shut. Oh, you don't need to tell me anything. I think I know who you are. So we've got moss, we've got Wenzel, we got gecko. Man, I don't know how Swift handled all these voices. This is a very new experience. Allow me to turn down the music. Seemed a little loud. Boy, this sure has taken a long time to load. Hadn't anticipated that. Tell you what, in the meantime, there's a community Discord server for this little world that we're in. Why don't I show y'all how to get in there? That's the wrong link. Hold on. We're getting there, we're getting there. Here we go. There are many voices in the world of EVerlast. That should get you there. Let me know if it doesn't. Oh, some of these songs are pretty familiar. Oh. Here we go. Oh, seems to work well, that's good. Here we are. Do I have the game sound connected? Nope, I don't. There we go. Here we are. How big of a world is this? Ooh, there we go. Oof. Oh, hey there. You're new. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. I remember you. You're, Boober. That cow from Last Resort. So this must be Odysseus. I remember y'all. You belong to those little, visual knight here. Huh? I swear. Is that better? It should be showing. Hello? Has there been no visuals this whole time? Oh, no, we're good. Don't scare me like that. Goodness gracious. Ooh. Well, I'm glad y'all made it here eventually. Anyways, this is my little house where I've been living. That's all good. Whew. It's not exactly the coziest. But hey, it's home. Now let's make sure my journal's not been opened. Oh, good. Oh, Boober. I remember learning you were very touchy with the nose, bumping in the faces. That's real sweet of you. Alright, Odysseus, you're kind of blocking the door here. Come on. Got a couple more, friends we ought to show. Ooh. Don't worry about that. Hey there, kiddos! Ah, there you are, Typo. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up, Typo. Say hi. Say hi, Typo. Hang on, let me get in there with you. Oh yeah, Typo grew up a whole lot. I'm real proud of the progress she's made. She's become an excellent wolf. Real strong. Glad I picked her up. Oh, I did some looking around and I found this fella too. Seemed like his name was Slim when I found him. Couldn't tell you who he belonged to, but that world was super empty when I got there. But I didn't want this fella to be all alone, so brought him with me. Oh, do some of you know who Slim is? Oh, well, that's a surprise. Y'all might know more about him than I do. And this is the new friend, Misclick. He's a griffin. He's very sleepy today. Wake up, buddy. Good lord. Oh. Oh. Say hi to the people, Misclick. Oh. Well, he's not much of a people person, but he does the job. I found him panicking up in the treetops, flying from one place to the other. I don't think he likes landing on leaves, I'll be honest. But I was able to calm him down eventually. Alright, alright. Now who... I figure we should take Typo on a little walk. What do y'all say? I've been a little, tired. Just waiting around here. Let's go exploring. Oof. I don't know if Typo can make these jumps. Oh. Trees are too big. God damn it. There we go. Maybe I should have brought Misclick instead. Oh. Oh, and for those who don't know, Typo was an old dog of Swift's that I picked up. That one server, last one standing. Poor girl had been left all alone, down in a little cave. So I took her up. Had her come with me. It would be safer with me than back in that place. Oh, there's a raccoon over there. Oh, silly little fella. I always liked raccoons. Well, I like them especially now. They remind me of me. You know, the whole black and white thing. Oh, I suppose I should explain why I am black and white. Well, let's just say I may have had a little bit of an accident in another world. I kind of exploded. There's this one place I always come back to. It's this beach called the Beach Between. It's not really accessible to anyone other than me and people who die. So, you know, I head back there to recharge, to regenerate, basically, whenever I die somewhere. And I may have been a little hasty leaving one day, and I hadn't finished regenerating. Hadn't gotten my color back. So, yeah, this is kind of permanent now, as far as I know. Is anyone even out and about right now? A lot of the times when I'm here, it's completely desolate. But I know people live here. I've seen it. Oof, let's go around. We don't want to fall off. Are the campfires from other people? Oh, no, those are mine. I get lost pretty easily, you see. So, one night while I was exploring, I wanted to make sure I didn't stray too far from home. I left myself some campfires every couple paces. The waterfalls are mine too, just to make sure I can swim up to wherever I end up going. Whoops. Let's try not to do that. I don't like the sound of your yipping. Let's see. I think it was this way. Ah, there we go. Another campfire. Means I'm going the right direction. Alright. Not much of a swimmer, I get it. I get it. Hello, Tree Enderman. He's always there for some reason. Couldn't tell you why. Maybe he just likes being up high. I know, I'm a detective. I should have the answer to that, but I just don't. There's a lot about this world I don't understand. But that's why I'm here. I want to learn. Learn what I can. Get as many answered questions as possible. I tell you what, having souls follow me around is a very new experience. Oh! We're lagging. Oh, I see it. It's that palace I found. Oh, goodness. Alright, looks like we made it. Couldn't tell you who owns this palace. There's definitely no text that shows up as soon as I walk in that tells me where this is. Oh! It's my hat! Oh, I don't need that one. You just stay here, alright, Typo? The fish emporium? Where? Where fish? Hello? Huh? Oh my goodness. What is that? That's some kind of, Oh, let me see if I remember what that's called. It starts with a C. It's like a creature. Well, yeah, that, but what else? It's like a capybara. That's what it was. Thank you. A capybara. Looks like a big old coconut. Silly little thing. The Enchanted Spine. I've seen this place from a distance. I always wanted to check it out. I got no clue what's going on in here. Ooh, door's already open. Hello? Anybody home? Chef Moord. Chef Muardi. That's I get the reference. He's like Chef Boyardee, but he's a cow, so he moves. Well, tell you what. I'm looking for a little something. Not exactly food, but Chef Muardi, you got any information for me? I'm looking for someone. Calls himself Caedis. Heard of him? No? Well, what can you tell me about the locals? Any rumors floating around? Not much for conversation, are you? I get it. You stick to your job and you do it well. Well, I hope you have a good day. Sorry for bothering you. Nice little dining area here. You don't think cows can talk? Oh, well, sure they don't. But, you know, sometimes they'll shake their head or nod or something. They can go moo. Oh, are these like hotel rooms? Oh, that's fun. Oh, I shouldn't intrude. Someone might be living here. All they can say is moo. Yeah. It's a little sad. But, you know how it is. What else is up here? This appears to be the attic. Looks empty for now. And up here. Anything up here? Oh, a dragon. A sleeping dragon. Well, you know what they say. Let sleeping dragons... Oh, God. Let sleeping dragons lie, or else they might breathe fire on you. I'll just head on back down. I hear a door opening. What's going on? Hello? Hello? Someone there? Oh, this is suspicious. I hear doors opening and closing all on their own. I don't see nobody here. Maybe down here? Hello? Was that you opening doors? Chef Muardi? If that even is your real name? This doesn't make a lick of sense. Maybe it was outside. This is strange. It just seems desolate. Is there even anybody here? I heard something. Hello? Did someone just come in here? Someone did just come in here. I can hear it. I hear you. I know you're here. Hello? Oh, I feel like I'm in an episode of Scooby-Doo. What the... I found you.
Hi there.
Oh, howdy. What's your name?
Ral'then.
Ral'then. Well, nice to meet you. My name's not important, but you can call me Mr. Guardian.
You're different.
Oh, well,
Not right.
thank you. You're, different too, I suppose. Can't say I've ever met you before. Any version of you.
Oh, no one should have.
Interesting. Alright, Ral'then, what can you tell me about this place? This
Oh,
world,
I could tell you many things, but where's the fun in that?
Well, sure, it ain't exactly fun. But you know, I am a detective, and I do like knowing things. Can't say I'm working on any cases right now, but
isn't the point of a detective to find the truth on their own?
well, there's always questions that need to be asked.
And ask your question,
Yeah?
but I promise no true answers.
I don't expect true answers from anyone, really. Always take any information with a grain of salt. It's important to know.
You are very different from the rest.
Again, thank you. Oh, masks. Should I be wearing a mask?
Around here, it's considered very rude.
Oh, faces are a no-no then. Well, that's unfortunate. I happen to like my face.
That's a shame.
So what's so wrong with faces?
It's seen as a disgrace to the tree.
The tree. That's a new term.
Big redwood.
Big redwood. I see. Well, maybe I should look out for this big redwood. You wouldn't happen to know where it is?
Not by typical means of travel, no.
Oh. Do you perhaps mean one of these?
Yes.
I picked one up in my travels.
They're quite useful.
They sure are. Makes you harder to track, that's for sure.
Oh, but that's the fun part, Mr. Guardian.
Yeah.
A lot of the ones around here come pre-programmed with the tree.
Oh. So it's one of them, is it?
It is.
Right. I'm familiar with these types of worlds.
You're not part of it, are you? Cycle.
The cycle? Well, I didn't know you knew that. No. I'm not part of it. Not in any way that you would comprehend anyways.
There's so many anomalies here.
Sounds like I might need some investigating.
You can investigate all you want, detective. Your answers will not be what you want.
I sure hope you're wrong. 'Cause if I'm right, you all might be in grave danger.
They might. I won't be.
You don't seem like you're part of the cycle yourself.
I mean, of course I'm not. I've been here long before anyone else.
see.
almost anyone else. There is
Interesting.
only one older, but we do not talk about her.
Oh, we don't? Well, that's a shame. I was kinda hoping to. But
She
I understand.
prefers to be left alone.
Well, that's fair enough. I can understand wanting some privacy now and then.
Privacy is beyond that. It's isolation.
Well,
Decades worth.
decades worth.
Save for my visits.
I see, so there's someone who's been here longer than the Ral'then.
Be sure to spell my name correctly.
Is there an apostrophe?
There is.
Right. Think I got it. Well, don't suppose you'd give me any more information.
I could, but I've already given away too much.
Right. Well, I appreciate what you have told me. But
Well,
I'd better go searching some more.
and I must be off myself. Goodbye.
Well, my music stopped. Well, that sure netted me some info. Some interesting info. So what we've learned, the cycle is very much still going. Unfortunately. And I have found someone that knows about it, but it is not aware. But it's not included. Interesting. Interesting. And who's this her that we're talking about? Sounds like we've got a couple mysteries to solve already. Well, suppose we should head off to that tree. We should get Typo first. I don't want to leave her behind for too long. She'll get antsy. You know, she doesn't like being left alone, ever since the last one standing. Time to cross the Cappy Bridge. Take a drink of water. Wish I had some coffee. You know, as good as water is for the throat, I do miss the smell. A good old cup of joe. Ever since I came here, I haven't been able to figure out how to make the damn stuff. Right then. That's a cute drawing. Don't know what that is. It's cute. Hey there, Typo. Sorry I left you for a whole night. Goodness. Promise that didn't mean nothing by it. It was a strange gesture. This palace sure is nice. Wonder if anyone's home. Hello? There wasn't exactly a door to knock on. Anybody home? Ooh, that's a cool looking wolf. Well, I guess no one's home. Suppose I'll head back. Oh, but I don't want to travel at night. That's dangerous. Maybe we ought to stick around for a night. Find a place to stay. I see there's a little stable here. Suppose I'll leave you here. Oh, that's the wrong button. I'm so sorry. Here. Let me... Oh. Nuh-uh. This isn't going too well. I've never been great at this whole fighting thing. Oof. Yeah, I called you Smokey the Bear. That's odd. Here. I'll make it up to you. Okay. Let's just stay here for the night. They seem to have beds upstairs. Oh, come on. Oh. Let's just stay here for the night. Oh. There we go. Should have taken care of all the monsters. Oh. Howdy.
Oh, good morning.
Oh, well, good morning to you, too. Glad to see that there's someone working here other than Chef Muardi.
Yes, so my wonderful assistant. Is there anything I can get you?
Ugh, you know, I hate to ask, but, do you happen to know how to make coffee?
Coffee? I have some in this pot right here. It's already brewing.
Oh, do you now?
Yes. Here you go. Some coffee.
Oh, wow. Thank you. How much do I owe you?
Nothing much. This tavern's a come as you go. If you want to give anything that you feel is worth the trade, you definitely can.
Oh, here. I'll give you... fudge. I made it
Fudge?
myself, trying to make coffee.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I don't know how I ended up with a solid food as a result with working with liquids, but,
You
you know.
curdled the milk too hard, I'm guessing.
Yeah, maybe. I never really did figure out how to make my own coffee. I always just bought it somewhere else.
If you ever stop by, I've got coffee all the time.
Well,
Actually,
good to know.
you know what? I think I've got a couple to go if you'd like.
Oh, I'd be more than happy with that.
Here you go.
Thank you. What's your name, by the way?
Oh, I'm Dime. What's your name? I never caught that.
You can just call me Mr. Guardian.
Mr. Guardian. Well, it's nice to meet you.
Then nice to meet you too. Dime, you said.
Mm-hmm.
It's an
And
interesting
this is
name.
Chef Muardi. You kind of already got associated with him.
Oh yeah, I've already met that one. Wasn't much of a talker, I'll tell you that much.
No.
Makes some damn good coffee. Unless that was you.
Well, we worked hoof and hand together.
Hoof and hand, huh? I like that one. It's a good saying.
Yeah.
I suppose you could tell me about this little establishment you got here.
Well, this is the Enchanted Spine. I I found it up a while back. It was pretty torn up, but I fixed the flooring and I added in a nice stairwell so more people could come and drink and do whatever they like. Chef Muardi here helps me with the best essentials. Ale to fix how much ale you've drank.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I was never much of an ale guy myself.
Yeah, I know a couple people who come in and they have a good night. And upstairs, I renovated the place so people could come sleep if they didn't have a place nearby.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Don't mind me, just writing down some notes.
No, that's
I'm
fine.
pretty new to this whole place.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. You got any questions for me?
I suppose I do. What can you tell me about yourself? You got a story to tell? I love stories.
Well, mine's a bit way too long. I think we'd be sitting here much longer than your puppy would want.
Right. Typo. Love that dog.
Oh, that's such a cute name.
Yeah, I adopted her from someone else who couldn't take care of her anymore.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad when animals get a good companion that'll be able to be there for them.
Oh yeah, I hate seeing those poor little critters getting separated, abandoned, left out on the street, road.
Yeah.
Well, you got a long story, huh? Could you at least tell me, like, the last chapter or so? What's going on in your life?
Well, me and a good friend of mine, Knight, well, we've been exploring this place, learning about the people here. Big ambitions for a village, and you may have seen that castle. That was my
I did.
my friend Knight's doing.
It's very
They're
impressive.
a bit of a night owl, so they read late into the night their spell book, and they're usually asleep by morning. So it's usually near evening, afternoon I get to see them.
So, you said spell book, huh? So you got magic here.
Yeah, we do got magic. My friend Knight's much more into it than I am. I can never get used to adding whatever ink splotches to certain spell runes or circles. They're a bit of a nerd.
That would explain this book I found. I thought it was one of my journals that I dropped, but looks like it might have some spells in it.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing too
Those
crazy.
ones are quite common, so if anything, it'll be good for you. Safety and all, if you got the right spells together.
I've got, let's see what I've got. It's got, fortify, shield, healing circle, and heal.
Those are some really good spells, especially for just in case emergencies.
Right. I don't suppose I could use any of those on myself.
You definitely can if you've got enough mana. Well, look at that!
Well, hey, just that easy.
Yeah.
Wow, that feels great.
Usually helps with the bones and stuff. I will say, though, sometimes, depending on how strong your spells are, your mana will run out real quick, and you usually need help or necessities. Like, my good friend, Knight, when traveling out one day, and they got me this broken crown, but it had enough mana to let me use a bit more advanced spells, like summon a polar bear.
A polar
I named
bear?
him Jeffrey. I know.
Oh, that
Pretty
sounds
cool.
adorable. You know, polar bears are actually more dangerous than people give them credit for.
Yeah. Yeah. But Jeffrey, he's nice. He's a summoned class, so they usually don't harm unless, like,
Right.
I harm others. And I don't really like getting into fights,
Ugh, me neither.
if you can believe it.
Oh yeah, I can believe it. I'm somewhat of a pacifist myself. Only self-defense over here.
Yeah.
Of course, if someone dangerous needs to be taken down, though. I suppose I've been known to help capture a few criminals here and there.
That's good.
Yeah,
Helping out,
part of
finding out mysteries. Those are
Yeah.
cool.
part of being a detective. It's one of the most rewarding jobs I've ever had.
You got any books?
I got
I've
any
read a lot of
books?
detective books.
Ooh,
My friend Knight gives them to me, and well, I mostly know them from books, but that's really cool.
you know, I do have a book that I've been working on.
Yeah.
About myself. One of my more recent adventures. It's more for me than anything else, but I called it The Chronicles of Mr. Guardian.
The Chronicles of Mr. Guardian.
It's
That's very lovely.
takes about like maybe 2 hours to read through. It's not very long, but you know, it's
Well,
just
if
nice to
I-
look back at old memories here and there.
If you're okay with it and you ever got a copy, I'd love to borrow it from you.
Well, we'll see. I haven't quite finished printing it out. It's just scribbled notes in a notebook at this point.
Yeah, scribbled notes, a novel, anything's fun to read.
Well, I'll have to remember you. I do love long stories, but I've got other things I need to investigate.
Okay, well, safe travels.
You
I'll
too.
be here. I'm just tidying up the place, restocking areas and foods, so people can have just stuff on the go.
Right. I will say though, just before I go,
Mhm.
you wouldn't happen to have any mysteries plaguing you that you need solved, would you?
Mysteries.
It's kind of my MO.
Well, there has been this weird. Well, I don't want to be rude and call it anything mean, but an entity, I guess.
Entity.
When I'm walking nearby, I'll see it in the corner of my eye. It'll pop out and just slowly pull it about and then leave. I'd say that's the only mystery I've ever seen, but it's never interacted with me fully. It's just out of the
Entity.
corner of my eye. Yeah, it's like a black orb, maybe a feather or two, but I'm not sure anything else.
Black? Hold on, I ought to be writing this down.
Sorry, I'm not as descriptive. It's usually out of the corner of my eye, and if I'm not wearing my glasses, I'm blind. As I don't know. I don't know many blind. Oh, I guess. Well, no, birds are blind to glass, but
That's
otherwise they
true.
got pretty good sight.
Interesting. Alright, well, I'll keep an ear out. If I learn anything, I'll come back and let you know.
All right.
Alright. Thank you for the coffee. And the
Of course.
information.
Yes. I will say though, watch your back on the way out.
Yeah. It appears to be nighttime.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's
There's a
see.
skeleton outside the door as well.
I do have this shield that I picked up.
And you can use your spell shield. That'll definitely help
Oh,
you.
yeah. I never thought to use it. Well, that's not what I thought it would do.
I didn't think that was how you used it either. Well, at least you'll be prepared to use it again when
Well,
you're
yeah,
running.
yeah. Now I know how it works at least. Here, let me use this
Yeah.
other one.
Oh, that'll be good. It'll give you a little bonus in health.
Ooh, there we go. Alright, well, I better be on my way.
All right, you have a safe one.
There's a block.
Enderman. Ah, there's pesky Enderman around.
Oh, yeah. I know all about those. Alright. Didn't think it'd be nighttime by the time I left. It's a little annoying. Um. Whew. Get rid of that. That's dirt. I don't need that. It's garbage. Alright. Oh, let's get you somewhere safe. Let's get you back home. And I hate to say it, I might need to go relieve myself in the little detective's room in a moment. Oh, that's lagging. That's laggy. Alright. No. Sit down. Thank you. Alright. Yeah, I need to go to the little detective's room, if you know what I mean. Holy cow, my frames are dropping. Goodness gracious. Didn't think my connection to this world was this weak. Maybe I ought to head back to the beach for a bit. Oh, maybe that's a good idea. Alright. Just a moment. Let me just find a spot to... Oh, this should be safe. Whew. Okay. I'll be right back. Oh boy, that coffee went straight through me. Sorry for pausing the music, but we need to get my tunes back on. Whew. Much better. Where'd the game go? Where'd the game go? Here it is. Alright. Oh, why is it so laggy? Oof. Maybe it's because I have one too many programs open. Hang on. Doing my best over here. Alright, alright. Let's just close that. That's better. Alright. Back to business. Oh, it's daytime. Perfect. Whew. Still having some frame rate issues. But hey, what do you expect? Whew. Alright, back home. Now leaving Crystal Empire. It's a nice name. Oh, come on. I usually make this trek on foot. It's not nearly as obnoxious. With all these trees blocking my path. Ow! 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 What? Poison ivy? Oh. I don't got any food for you right now, Typo. I'm sorry. I didn't know there were such dangerous flowers around. That is not nice. So, supposedly there's some kind of black feathered orb floating around the corner of people's eyes that I should be wary of. So I gotta keep my periphery strong. As best as I can, at least. Nope. Hello, raccoon. I feel like this is a bit of a different path than I normally take home. It's still getting me there, right? Oh, I told you I have a bad sense of direction. I thought I was following the campfires. Where the hell am I? Oh, I know where we are. Thank goodness. Thought I was lost for a second. And this is why I keep the campfires. Gotta keep them lit, make sure I can see that smoke floating up. Don't fall in any ravines now. I want you taking any more damage. It makes me feel bad. Makes me think maybe I should have brought misclick for it. Instead of typo. Let's see. Well, I might have more material for another chapter of the Chronicles, if this keeps up at least. Maybe I ought to write about my backstory, my tragic backstory that no one knows about, except for me. That could make for an interesting read. Surprised y'all haven't been asking some personal questions about my backstory, my past and whatnot. Sure, I told you plenty about Swift at the start, but didn't say much about me, did I? Other than otherworldly detective following Swift for whatever reason. To make sure he doesn't hurt no one. You don't like asking questions? Well, I love asking questions. It's my job, it's a hobby too. Questions are how we learn about each other. It's a great way to connect as human beings. Bad at asking questions, so you try to come up with the answers yourself. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll answer questions, if you have any. It is a pretty special day, after all. And hey, I've got some coffee in my system. I might just tell you. Did not want me and Typo to freeze to death. That would have made me sad. Oh, thank goodness these warp stones bring the animals too. Alright, you're staying home for now, Typo. Hope you enjoyed your walk. You got hurt a little more than I wanted you to. Sorry. Whew. I don't know why my frame rate is suffering so much. You already have like 1 or 2 questions, but you already forgot them. Oh, goodness. Now, that's why I write stuff down, so I don't forget. Ugh. More information you take in, the more it slips out the other ear. Huh. Video settings. Alright. Well, be nice, be nice. We all forget sometimes. You synchronize the monitor's refresh rate, make it for a generally smoother experience, the expense of overall input latency. Set in my reduce performance if your system's too slow. If enabled, VSync will be able to swap in frames. Okay. That's fine, I suppose. Guess I'll apply that. Quality, graphics fast. Lighten, biome blend, shadows, distortion effects, FOV effects, map levels. Oh, this is probably one of the most boring things I could be doing. Okay, I changed one thing. Maybe that'll help. Hey there, Boober. I was wondering who was pushing me around. Let's take a sleep. Let's take a nap. Take a big ol' rest. Alright, now I'm curious about that tree that Ral'then was talking about. We ought to investigate. Use this neat little waystone. Head off to the tree. So this is that tree. Oh, this is the tree that Jester was talking about. Let's see, let's see. Oh, wow. That has been chopped halfway. It's a little concerning. Then again, it is a redwood. Maybe it would have been too tall. Sometimes those things get way bigger than they need to. Let's see. Let's see what the deal is with this thing. Big redwood. From the way he was talking about it, it seemed pretty important to their culture here. Something about masks being respectful to the tree. Oh, I should write that down. Maskless faces are seen as disrespectful to the tree. But what even is this tree? Carrot cake. I'm good. I had coffee. Blueberry muffins, paper stacks. Ooh, a knife. Cooking pot. Skillet. Looks like the tree's got its own little kitchen. Community Trade Center, take something, leave something. Oh. Tortoises. Wheat seeds, TNT. Let's stay away from that TNT. Ooh, nice little seating area here. Not too bad. I mean, it's all trees as far as the view goes, but not too bad. So is the tree just some kind of glorified cafe with a kitchenette? Medical apprentice needed. See Fifi. Well, no name for that one. If I don't run into them, I don't know if I'd be able to handle that. Ow! Oh! Hi there. You're...
I'm sorry. I saw you fell. Was trying to cast healing spell, and I have the wrong one set.
I don't think that was a healing spell.
That was not. There we go.
Oh, healing circle. I know that spell. I've got it too. I only just learned how to use it today, though.
I've been practicing magic for a little bit.
Hang on. Keep talking for a little bit. I want to make sure my souls can hear you.
Souls?
Oh,
What?
I've got some little lost souls following me around.
Oh, kind of like how I can hear the flowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something
Okay,
like that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I You are also new around here, from what it seemed like, because I don't understand the tree thing either.
Oh, you heard that.
I was
Well,
in the trees.
oh. You were pretty sneaky about it. I didn't even know you were there. Maybe it's because you're on the smaller side.
Yep.
Well, yeah, I am new here, you could say. Well, at least I'm new to talking to people here. I've been here for a little while, looking for someone.
Oh, I met a lot of people at the first day I came here. Maybe I know who you're looking for?
Maybe. But then again, maybe not.
I don't. That's probably more likely. I don't know a lot of the people here.
Well, first
met
things
them, but-
first. Before I go asking about some other guy, I gotta know about you. What's your name, anyways?
Hazel.
Hazel.
Mhm.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
What's your name?
You can call me Mr. Guardian. It ain't
Mr. Guardian.
It ain't my name, but it's what I go by these days.
A lot of people don't go by their names for a lot of reasons. That makes sense.
Yeah. For me, it's just kind of, my old name was given to me by people I'd rather forget. Very cruel people. But that's a story for another day.
You talk about stories a lot.
Oh, I love stories. I suppose I should say, I'm a detective. Stories are kind of my job.
Yep.
Find which ones are real, which ones are fake. You do have detectives in this world, yeah?
Yeah, general idea of them.
That's good. I don't want to
Look
explain what
different
that is.
than them, but
Oh, well. Thank you. I have been through some things. Maybe that explains the whole looking different thing. Don't be put off by the fact that I don't have color. That's
I'm not.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. There's a very big difference in how colorful we are. Can't help but notice.
I like color, but that's just me. Not everyone does.
I do miss color sometimes. But it's just who I am now. Well, Hazel, I suppose I could get to questions. The man I'm looking for, he goes by the name of Caedis.
I don't know that name.
Yeah, it's about what I expected.
To be fair, I've met a lot of people, but like at once, and it was a lot of people at once. So.
Oh yeah, I can understand that. You know, I'm writing my own story, somewhat. I'll make sure to introduce each character one by one. And as soon as I introduce them, just straight to questioning. It is based on true events, too.
Oh.
Yeah,
I've never tried to write a story before, but they seem cool.
Yeah, I've been all over the place. I've heard all sorts of stories. But very rarely, on some occasions, I'll get to live them myself. Those are the most interesting ones.
I guess everyone's living their own story in a way.
Yeah. Speaking of, what's your story? Tell me about yourself.
What specifically?
Well, I can't help but notice that you've got little wings.
Yeah, I am a pixie or fairy. Fairy's the right word.
Is it? I've heard both.
Pixie are my pronouns, but I am a fairy.
Pixie. Interesting. Let me write that down. All right. And you said you were new around these parts?
Yeah, I showed up. I found my way here, and like there was like a big festival,
There was a festival?
Mm-hmm.
Where? Like, in the tree?
No, there is a festival grounds this direction.
Yeah, lead the way.
Yeah.
I'd love to see this. I don't think I've been in this part of the world yet.
It was a lot of fun. I met my friend Dell.
Del?
Mm-hmm.
What can you tell me about them?
It's a flower that is a person at the same time.
Flower person.
They're just as small as me.
Oh. That would make sense if they were a flower.
Mm-hmm. I don't know much else about Dell, actually. Or at least if what I do know, it's not my story to share.
Totally understandable. I wouldn't ask you to tell someone else's story anyways.
Festival grounds.
Wow.
It's a lot quieter now.
Oh, look at all these animals, though.
Yeah,
Well, I hope they get fed.
they do.
Oh, that's good. If not, I'd be willing to take one of them myself. Then again, this might be pretty far from my home.
Yeah, it's far from mine, too.
Yeah. You got any animals back home?
Yes, I have a giant moth, named Aurora, and I also have cats
Cats.
and a nudibranch.
Nudibranch. Can't say I've seen one of those.
It's
What are
blue.
they? Are all nudibranches blue?
I don't know. I've not seen another one.
What exactly is a nudibranch?
That's a good question.
I'll take it you don't have an answer.
I don't have an answer.
Yep. The name's fun to say. I've got 3 animals back home myself. Oh, well, 5 now. I've got this wolf that used to be just a little puppy. Her name is Typo. I adopted her from someone else who couldn't take care of her anymore. I've also got this huge lizard. I think it's called a geckatoa. But
Oh, I live near those. There's a lot of them.
yeah, the one I found, his name was Slim. He was from very far away, but I found him somewhere that was totally abandoned, and I felt bad. I didn't want him starving, so I grabbed some hay and brought him over here. Well, here as in my house, here, somewhere. And then I found a griffin as well.
Oh, griffins are cool.
Yeah.
I'm similar when I find animals that need homes. I'll take them. I don't like when they're not cared for.
There were a couple.
You said you were a detective, right?
I am a detective. Do you have a mystery you want me to solve?
I don't know if there's anything left because it was a while ago that it happened. But during the festival, I was just walking around this area, and someone threw an iron knife at me.
An iron
And it
knife.
hurt.
Well, it is a knife.
It's also iron. It burns.
It burns. So, fairies like you, is iron sort of a weakness of yours?
I didn't say that.
It is?
I did not say that.
Let me just take off the armor that I have on me. Don't want you getting burned. You're safe. I don't have any iron on me. I took it off.
Fine as long as it don't touch it.
So, someone's throwing knives at you.
Yeah.
Has anything like that happened since the festival?
No, but I've also not talked to anyone but Dell since the festival, so... And I know it wasn't Dell, because Dell was right next to me. And it was thrown from above.
Right. Suppose I could take a look around. See if they left any evidence behind. Not exactly big on climbing. Bones, fish oil, fish name tags. Whole bunch of name tags. Holy cow. More gold cage traps with animals in them. Coins, more cage traps. Looks like this is a pet store.
Mm-hmm.
Fishing rods. Fishing game, I suppose.
Yeah, festival grounds, bunch of games.
Kissing both. Oh, thank
I
you.
didn't even see that the other day.
Oh, I have to investigate it though. Oh, there's fedoras in here. All sorts of
The
hats.
hat shop.
I've already got a hat, but it is nice to know that I can get some spares in case I lose it. Most of the booths
So you
are
always wear a
so.
hat?
I do always wear a hat. It's I like hats. I've had this one for a while. It's I'm kind of attached to it.
That's
It's-
fair. I don't wear hats. They hurt my antennas.
Oh, you do have antennae. That's fascinating. So yeah, I've had this hat. This hat and I have been through many explosions. I'm sick of them at this point.
Explosions?
Oh yeah. Hang
Oh.
on. Let me see if I can just. It's kind of hard to tell under my glasses, but I've got a bit of a scar on my face. Just a
Oh.
little bit on the cheek there.
Yeah.
Got one on my hand too. But yeah, it's some real nasty stuff.
Yeah, I think avoiding explosions in the future would be a good idea.
Yeah, I really don't like those explosions.
I don't either. They tend to hurt everything around them.
Yeah. I usually have a place I go to heal up after something like that, but I may have been a little hasty last time. Left before I could heal up all the way, so now I just look like this permanently.
Scars happen even with healing magic, so
Yeah. It's fine. I think it makes me look more mysterious that way. It's like, ooh, he's been through something, I can tell.
I think being black and white makes you pretty mysterious, as is.
Oh, yeah. That too. I do miss being in color. Deputy toilet cocaine. Well, didn't think I'd see that today. There's pufferfish. Rainbow jelly. Is this for drugs? I think that might be a drug booth.
think that might be what that is.
Ooh, flowers. Flowers in pots. Blue orchids, white tulips, alliums, pink tulips. Here's the pots, some sunflowers, lilacs, goldenrod, lavender. Lavender. I do like lavender. Lily of the Valley, rosebush, peony. Glowflower.
Lavender's a good flower.
Roses, orange cosmos, pink hibiscus, pink daffodil. I'm kind of looking at maybe getting a sunflower. Reminds me of the sunrise. Oh, I love me a good sunrise. Last time I saw one was, I was still in color back then.
Oh? Have you not seen one since you've been here?
Well, I have, but, until now, the last time I'd seen one was, a while ago. Almost a year ago, I want to say.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah. I was living a whole nother life back then. Still solving mysteries, though. I don't think anything's gonna stop me from doing that. What's this?
That makes sense. That is what.
Hit the
detective
bullseyes.
do.
Shortest time, more. Oh, is this a shooting gallery? No, thank you. I'm not a big fan of violence in general.
Me either, but there was a jousting match that was pretty violent.
Oof. Jousting. Pretty medieval. So was there a whole tournament for jousting?
There was.
How'd that go?
I don't remember. A
Oh.
whole lot.
Other than it was violent. I see.
It was violent, and the guy who won came in on a weird horse.
Weird
that had
horse.
Flames.
Flaming horse. Well, that might be a clue. But flaming horses are only found in the nether as far as I can tell. You saying you found, you had an infernal guest for jousting?
Maybe? I don't know. I've not been there. So.
Just writing that down. I've got to take notes on these types of things. So we came in on a nightmare. Could you see what he looked like?
No, was wearing a lot of armor.
What
And that's
armor?
all.
See.
Wings, had wings.
Wings? Had wings. What do they look like?
Red,
Red.
I think.
Had red with a question mark because it's questionable. Red wings. Now I'm curious who that was. Gods, I can't resist a mystery. Well, I don't see any evidence of iron knives, at least not down here. Now, if I could fly, that'd be a different question. But alas, I do not. Oh!
I went further than I meant to.
I was just gonna say, I don't have wings. At least not anymore.
Not anymore. Did you used to have wings?
Long, very long time ago. Yeah,
What happened to them?
I'd rather not say.
That's fair. I don't think I'd want to talk about it if I lost my wings.
It's a very old wound. It still comes back every once in a while. You know, I'm pretty old, but my back pain isn't from age. That's all I could say.
Not having wings would.
Well, not having wings when there used to be. It's kind
Yeah,
of...
that would hurt.
Still get phantom pains every once in a while. Just thinking about it makes me shiver.
You can stop thinking about it.
Yeah. Is there anything I haven't looked around at this festival? I see a little mushroom house up there. Maybe we could take a look at that.
Oh, yeah. Dime was doing fortunes up here.
Oh, Dime was in charge of this. I actually met Dime earlier today.
Dime was very nice.
Dime was very nice. They gave me coffee. I haven't had a taste of coffee in a long time. It's very nice. Let's see here. Looks like blank canvases.
They had art pieces on them, but I think everyone came and took the art that was done when we had our fortunes told. Because I took mine.
Interesting. That would have been great evidence if those paintings were still there. I'd be able to mark exactly who went to this little fortune-telling spot.
It was my friend Dell and I, and then bunny named Hopper. Not Hopper, Harper.
Harper.
With an H. And there was somebody else.
Somebody else.
I don't remember who else.
You don't remember any details?
No.
No?
I mean, Fuelon was here, but I don't think Fuelon got fortune told. Oh no, Fuelon doesn't like me.
Fuelon? That's a fancy name. Fancy name for a fancy guy?
I don't know much about him.
Well, it's worth asking. Oh, there's a Ferris
doesn't like
wheel.
me, so-
I totally missed that. My music stopped. Hold on. Sometimes I forget I have backing music. I like jazz. Do you like jazz?
Don't know what jazz is.
It's music. It's very
I got that part. I can play music.
very smooth. Well, can. You only pause mine if you want to play something.
I don't know what to play. I just have this.
You know, you could probably do something really funny right about now.
Probably, but I can't think of anything.
Yeah, I can't
Put
think
that
of
back.
anything either. All right, jazz it is.
Go back to your weird music.
It's not that weird. I bet if you heard it, you'd like it.
Yeah, but only you can hear it, and that makes it weird.
That's true. It helps me get in the mystery solving mindset. Oh, I think those redwoods are dropping my frame rate.
Maybe we walk away from them then.
Yeah. All right. This is a mighty fine Ferris wheel.
It was.
Oh my gosh, 4 frames per second.
It might be this that's dropping the frame rate.
Might be what? I couldn't see.
be
It was too laggy.
Might be the Ferris wheel
Oh,
with all of its flashing lights.
do you think so? Oh, it's possible. Well, I'll just look at it then. I mean, if I wasn't entertaining a bunch of wandering souls, I'd go in there and investigate each car, but I gotta keep these little souls occupied, one way or another.
Oh.
It's a nice little spot.
That's different from the flowers. The flowers just do whatever and sometimes talk.
Oh, really? My souls have names. I think they might be... Well, I'm no expert, but I am a detective, and I can make the conclusion that the souls that are following me around are lost souls who've been separated from their bodies and somehow went from one world to another and ended up clinging on to me and following me around.
That does not sound good.
No, it's fine. They can't
For
hurt
the
me.
souls.
Oh,
Not
for the
you,
souls? No.
For the souls. To
No,
be
but-
separated from a body.
I like to think I can help guide them back where they need to go.
Hopefully.
And if I can't, I can at least give them a good story. Sometimes they pick up little flowers here and there. They'll drop them at my feet. And they'll tell me to do stuff, like take a drink of water.
Oh, that water on my wings.
Oof. I can imagine wet wings aren't exactly great.
No, makes it difficult to fly.
Yeah. Ooh, what is this little boat over here? Oh, well, speak of the flowers and they shall appear. Gotta drink water. I gotta stretch too. You're welcome to do it with me. You don't have to. But stretching is good for you.
It is good.
Oh man, I needed that. I have not stretched in a while. Alright. Keep looking around. Now, a prime piece of evidence would be if one of the knives themselves were left somewhere.
I actually picked up the knife, not realizing it was iron, and then gave it to my friend Dell, and I think Dell still has it.
Maybe it'll be worth talking to that Dell. See if they still have it. I don't exactly have a fingerprint taken kit right now, but if I did, maybe I'd be able to figure out who it was. Ooh, a tea set. Oh, and all sorts of tea in here. I'm more of a coffee guy myself, but tea isn't bad either. Oh, let's see, there's not much left to investigate at this festival ground.
You've looked at pretty much all that was here.
Oh, this is one of those flaming horses you mentioned.
Yeah, it was very much like this one. But it wasn't this one.
Right. This looks like some sort of living carousel. I hope these ones get fed too.
I think they do. I hope they do.
Yeah. Man, it has been a long time since I've seen a horse like this. It's bringing back memories.
It's very tall.
It is very tall. I can imagine it's a little intimidating for someone of your stature.
Everything is tall.
Yeah. Last time I saw one of those is when I was a kid.
Oh.
Still had wings too. This looks like a roller coaster.
It is.
I don't think we'll
It goes
find
under
much
the
there.
water.
Yeah, I don't think we'll find much evidence in the way of knives down there. Plus, I feel like my frame rate wouldn't be too great
Yeah, probably
in a
not.
place like that. Well, sorry I couldn't find anything. And
No
again, it
worries.
was
I just
just
thought
a
I'd bring it up.
just a
But
first,
nothing else has happened. so-
yeah, initial sweep. Not much to report. We'll write down iron knife thrower. Potential case. Question mark. I am looking for mysteries to solve, and yours seems like a pretty tough nut to crack.
If I find anything else out, I'll tell you.
Sounds good to me. And if I ever find out anything, I'll tell you. That's how this works. We're working together on that case now.
Yeah, and I'll see if Dell still has the knife and if it can bring it to you. I'd bring it to you, but I can't hold it. So.
Right. I suppose I could show you where I live, maybe?
Yeah,
You could bring it there.
I could do that because I live very far away, so it's probably easier for
Not
me
a
to bring it to you.
Not a big fan of traveling there at night, though, so maybe we'll have to find a bed somewhere. Don't suppose you could just lie down and take a nap at the festival, could you?
I'm not able to do that.
That would be far too convenient. Ooh,
I
there's a lot of
think-
bass in the song I'm listening to right now. Do you think there's a bed at the tree?
There is. There are beds at the tree.
Oh, nice. That ought to help us out.
Mhm.
Oh, I should stop running.
Not
Trees,
necessary.
trees get me a little... I feel really bad about that. I stopped running and something blew up.
It happens.
Man, I don't have anything to fix it up.
I can come back and fix it later.
Oh,
I
man.
can't get up the stairs.
I was struggling too. More of that lagging issue. Sometimes my connection to this world weakens.
Oh. I just
Yeah.
go too fast for the stairs sometimes.
That too. Oh yeah, here's those beds. Did it become daytime right when I got here?
Yeah, if you clicked the bed, it became daytime because you clicked the bed.
Oh, well, that's weird, but I guess it works.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So I've heard that a good way to get around in this world is these little warp stones, these little purple rocks.
Yes.
Now, do you have a spot that is, some kind of palace, like Nightshade's home or
I
something?
do have Nightshade's balance.
Alright, I'll meet you there. Hello? Oh, there you are.
There's multiple different ones of these.
There sure are. I realized that as soon as I teleported here. Anyways. There's a path over this way. I tried to be discreet about it, but, I had to leave markers to make sure I wouldn't get lost. So I'd always know where my home is.
Yeah, getting lost is pretty easy to do.
There's a trail of campfires. Usually I put water next to it so I know where I'm going.
That makes sense.
Oh, don't get hurt. There's some pretty nasty flowers in this forest.
I know. Flowers and I are friends.
Yeah. I think it's up this way. Hope I'm not too hard to follow. I mean, I kind of stand out being all black and white and such.
These are the follow than when most people try and follow me. So.
That's true. I am a bit bigger. Snack break. Ooh, a hummingbird.
They're so cute.
Trying to tell if it's smaller or bigger than you. Oh, it's smaller than you.
It's smaller by a little bit.
It's like half the size of you.
Yeah.
Anyways, carrying on. Seems to like that tree. Doesn't seem to want to leave. So what kind of place do you live?
I live in a flower field of lavender.
Ooh, a lavender field.
Mhm.
This trail actually passes one of those.
I was in a different one earlier today. But the one I live in is very far from here.
Mm.
It's in the other direction.
Yeah, I imagine with the invention of teleportation technology, your people in this world can afford to spread out.
I also have a moth that flies longer distances than I can, which
That's
helps.
true. That's how my griffin works. We can just cross this way.
You're going back up the water. Okay.
Yep. Down the water and up the water. It's the fastest way to get across that rift. Oof. Usually if I'm riding on my dog, I'll go around. But There's not really a need for that with the water.
Yeah.
I can swim better
Yep.
than she can.
tends to
Don't
be
fall in
better
that
with
hole.
Animals.
And there's the lavender field I was talking about.
See, I like lavender. I can hide really well in lavender.
Would you give me a demonstration? Oh my gosh, you're right. You're even shorter than the lavender. That's
Mhm.
fascinating.
And
It's
it's also
amazing.
purple.
Yeah, same color as your hair. Well, almost.
Different shade, similar enough.
You know, I went to a place similar to this with a whole bunch of lavender. It was kind of like a big hub. There were a bunch of shops there and everything.
Oh,
Though it was too much lavender for some people to handle.
that
It
would make
was,
sense. Some people, it's a bad
yeah,
smell for
pretty
some people.
sad to watch.
It was sad.
Yeah, they could barely get anything done with all the lavender. It was less of a smell thing and more of a... Couldn't really see what they were doing because everything looked purple.
That makes sense.
And, not to get too meta, but frame rates would drop.
Mm-hmm.
No one's
can
telling me
see how
to, but
that's-
I'm gonna take a drink of water. There we go.
No one's got to tell you when you need to take care
Yeah.
of yourself sometimes.
I do love talking, and talking needs water.
It does.
We're almost there, I promise. Couldn't make my home too close. I wanted it to be somewhat of a mystery.
Don't want to be easily found.
See, I love solving mysteries, but sometimes I like keeping some for myself.
That makes sense. Also went very far away, so it would be more difficult to be found.
Yeah. And I've got some guard dogs, too. That reminds me, I don't think I finished talking about all my animals.
You mentioned your griffin, your wolf, and
The lizard, the
the
Gekatawa.
lizard.
Yeah. 2 more animals popped up in my home this morning. Don't know where they came from, but they were a mushroom named Boober. One of them mushroom cows. And then there was a little dog named Odysseus.
Mushroom. I've not seen a mushroom in a while.
Yeah, I've met them both before, but I don't know how they got here. They were real far away.
Sometimes animals just find you.
Oh yeah, seems to be the case for me, especially. Lost animals, lost souls. They all end up gravitating towards me one way or another. I will say, the top of this waterfall is where we're going, so if you just want to fly up there, that'd be fine.
Yep.
Oof, almost froze to death up here once.
Oh, that's not a good thing to do.
That's another reason the campfires are here, so the water doesn't freeze and I can still get up here.
Yeah, and for when you are up here, to stay warm.
I'm gonna just bridge this up. I don't know why I haven't already. And one last mountain.
Okay. really far this way.
I do. Farther from prying eyes. I want people solving my mysteries before I can.
That makes sense.
Ow! And here's the birch forest I call home.
There we go.
It's starting to get dark.
I guess we made it to your home right on time.
Sure did.
Or close enough to do it.
Oh, there's already skeletons. I had to take off my armor. This is not good.
You could put it back on.
No, it's okay. I don't need it. But there's my home.
Okay.
I don't think anything iron is sitting around other than maybe this anvil in the
As long as
corner.
I don't touch, I can be in the same room with it.
Yeah.
As long as I don't touch it, we're fine.
But here's Boober and there's Odysseus. They just kind of popped in out of nowhere. And I've got a pot, furnace, bare essentials of survival. It's about as black and white as I am.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a lot to work with when I came here. This sand reminds me of home, though.
A lot of the sand where you're from.
Well, sort of. Not exactly where I'm from, but where I tend to go back to. The place I go to heal up. There's a beach I tend to go to. With white sand, just like this. But yeah, this is my house.
I will.
And my animals are back here, and I've got a little waypoint.
Animals. I'm gonna grab this so I can bring the knife.
Good
if
call.
we still have it.
Mm-hmm. And I've got a little chest in there if you want to put evidence in. I should probably make another one separate, but haven't gotten around to it. But this is Typo,
Your typo.
and here's Slim, and here's Miss Click the Griffin.
Hello, Slim.
Typo and Miss Click. I didn't name Typo, but you know, I was inspired.
They're really good names.
Yeah. Miss Click I actually found really stressed and anxious flying back and forth over this forest. I don't think he likes landing on branches. Or leaves, for that
my
matter.
moth was the same way.
Yeah. Maybe he doesn't like how it feels on his feet. I can understand that. Stuff like sand and leaves, it takes a lot to get used to walking on those.
Mm-hmm. And these leaves just... I don't like landing on leaves either, so I understand.
Yeah, there's always a chance he might fall. Leaves aren't exactly strong.
Well, I'm gonna go see if Dell's awake. And
Yeah, go ahead.
see if they have that knife. But it was good to meet you, Mr. Guardian.
It's good to meet you too, Hazel. And I wish you luck with that iron knife thrower.
Wish you luck with your mysteries.
That was a nice fairy. But I still can't get over that name I saw in the tree. Fifi. It must be the same person. That jester was talking about the cycle. Maybe this is the cycle world after all. I thought Caedis had escaped, but maybe not. You can never escape it for too long. I should do just a bit more investigating. Alright. Let's look around. I kept seeing a little place called Fish Emporium here and there. I don't know where that is, but I keep seeing it pop up. And I must say, I am curious. Oh, there's someone over there. Ooh, there's convenient boats over here, too. Don't mind if I do. Well, howdy.
Oh.
Oh, I think I caught your catch. Here.
That's... Oh, it's a bow.
Enchanted, too. Didn't see what it had, but... pretty good catch, all things considered. Sorry for interrupting, but, is this the Fish Emporium I keep hearing about?
Yeah. Just recently decided to stay here for a little bit.
Do you live on this boat, or is it just, for fishing?
No.
No?
Just my day job. I don't live out here. I live very far here, honestly.
Well, I live pretty far, too. Suppose I should introduce myself. You can call me Mr. Guardian. I'm here just trying to figure out what this place is, I'll be honest.
I'll describe it.
I've heard a lot of strange things about this place.
You seem strange yourself, mister.
Well, I can't argue with that. It's, not every day you meet someone all black and white with a tattered trench coat.
Not just that, you're, missing a thing.
Oh, I think you may be having a glitch. Because, whatever I'm missing, I definitely still have it on me.
You don't have a mask.
Oh, that's what you meant.
See, I'm not too upstick about the culture, but some people are. You might want to get yourself one.
I have met someone who told me about those masks. It's a shame, too. I'm actually rather fond of my own face. But if it's the culture, maybe I'll look into it. Only one person has really seemed too bothered about it so far. Can't help but notice your mask's rather, featureless.
Oh, I got it.
Right. And, if you don't mind me asking, what's your name, stranger?
Oh, Cirrus. Cirrus Wilco.
Cirrus Wilco. I hit the wrong button and muted myself. Cirrus Wilco. Faceless mask. Why don't you tell me about yourself, Mr. Wilco?
Not much to talk about. I don't really wander all too much. Make sure the shop's stocked and back home.
Mm-hmm. So you're a fisherman, you'd say?
Yeah, quite enjoy it, really.
Caught anything interesting lately? Whether that be fish or, well, information. Maybe you've heard a story or two floating around. A rumor, perhaps.
There's been seeing this strange figure around.
Strange figure, you say?
Yeah.
What kind of strange figure?
Got red wings.
Red wings.
I don't know much about him. I've never seen his face. I don't think I could tell you what he looked like, but seen him around.
Other than the red wings, you say? And this figure with red wings. Were they spotted at a jousting tournament, perchance?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
kind of stared at me for a little bit.
stared at you.
Yeah,
Were they staring at anybody else, or?
no, not particularly. Very, very strange.
Stared at Cirrus. And you wouldn't have happened to have caught the name of that gentleman, did you?
No, barely spoke. Other than
No.
he won his rounds.
Hmm.
That's some strange things. Apparently, could smell blood. I don't.
Blood.
Yeah, particular sense. Apparently, I don't know. Quite strange fella, to be honest with you.
Spoke of blood. I see, I see. Do you have any clue why he might have been staring at you in particular?
Potentially, I've had these. I had memory. It was weird. I've found this tree pretty far out. I can really point you in the direction. I don't particularly remember, but
Hmm. Well, I will say these handy little rocks can teleport you just about anywhere.
that is true.
Maybe if I test my luck, I'll just happen to find it.
Potentially.
Well, I'd like to investigate this place if it's bringing back memories. I think I'm in the wrong spot. Hold on. I think I went to the wrong place. Perhaps it is... Wow, I do not remember. Do I have that one? I don't think I have that one. Whoopsie daisy. I thought I had it. Whoops. It's called Memories? Yeah, I don't have that. Maybe I need to request a TP. Hold on. I know I have the coordinates somewhere, but I do not remember where those are. I can start on my way there, I suppose. Boom. Scrolling pretty far back here. Alright. Well, it's night time, unfortunately, so that is a safe trek to be making. Suppose I can just wait for this to recharge and fly over there. Or I could just use this. I've got enough. I've got enough juice. I've got enough juice. I can make it. We're making it daytime, and we're gonna go on a big old journey. Oh my gosh, if I could stop lagging for 2 seconds. Oh my god. It's daytime, please. Okay. Actually, not that far. In terms of the x-axis. But we gotta go pretty far. With the Z. Okay. A little bit that way and this way. Going on a bit of a journey, souls. This would now be a good time to ask some questions if you've got any. Unless you're still struggling with them questions. I know I've been remembering a lot more than I thought I would today. That Fifi name, the thing about my wings, I never thought I'd remember that. Now, I'm hearing of this red-winged fella and a weird orb with feathers that pops into view. It's baffling. Oh, I think I've made it. Hello, have I made it to the right place? I think I made it. Hello there again, Cirrus. Glad I finally found this place. Is this a tree you were talking about?
Yeah.
Looks like a cherry tree. Just taking a picture. Save it as evidence. Okay. In memory of Cirrus. Scrambled. Well, that's odd. It seems to imply that you died. But I'm seeing you right in front of me, alive and well. You said this brought back memories.
Yeah. Just one.
Just one? I don't want to pry too much, but I am curious on what kind of memory that might have been. Solving mysteries is kind of my thing. Maybe I can help you.
I died.
You did die once. Do you remember how?
Stabbed. Sure thing. With a sword. But obviously, obviously that can't be true. I mean, I'm alive. I'm here.
Stabbed through the heart. Yeah, logic would dictate that that's a false memory. Just a nightmare, but... I hesitate to tell you this, but, I have, also died before. It's not as rare as you'd think. Watching yourself die, but still standing after everything. Maybe there's some truth to this memory. And you said you got stabbed. Did you happen to catch who was doing the stabbing?
No, I didn't remember that part. That winged fella, he was here.
Who's here?
I remember at least. He wasn't here when I found the tree, but
Winged man was at Cirrus's supposed memorial. I keep hearing more and more about this winged man, and I'm not liking what I'm hearing. So you don't know who did the stabbing?
no.
Do you remember anything else from the memory, like the circumstances that led to it, or?
No. Just
You only remember getting stabbed. And what kind of override everything else, detail-wise? I, happened to be looking for someone. Oddly enough, a man with red wings, just as you described, though. I doubt they're the same person.
never know.
Well, these days he calls himself Caedis. And, I've been tracking him for a while, and I have reason to believe he's somewhere in this world.
World?
Well, yeah. This whole thing we live in, it's a world.
Make it sound like there's others.
Well, I mean, it would be naive to think we're the only living beings in the universe. You've seen the stars up there, haven't you?
Yeah. See more well from my home.
Mm. So, don't suppose you know anything about, the gentleman I'm looking for?
No.
No.
But what I've told you, it's all I've seen of this winged fella.
Just the jousting tournament, eh?
Yep.
Sounds like we've got a pretty complicated mystery on our case then. There's not a whole lot of evidence. Just this book, this symbol, whatever this is. And your memories. I suppose... Wow, there really are not any leads here at all.
I disappoint you.
Suppose... I was told that winged man at the jousting tournament came in on a flaming horse. Those are native to the Nether. Perhaps there's something to investigate there. Oh, but I don't like going to the Nether. Haven't been there since I was a kid.
Went there as a kid?
Yeah. You can imagine I was pretty afraid of it after that. Not a great place for a kid to be. You see, my past isn't a very happy one. But that's really neither here nor there. I'll leave that to myself.
Well,
But, if you ever have any more memories akin to getting stabbed, maybe let me know. I'd be glad to help you figure this out.
good chatting with you, Mr. Guardian.
And you as well, Cirrus. I hope you can get this figured out. I better head home. Actually, there's probably a waypoint around here. I should probably grab that. Don't know where, but there's gotta be one somewhere. Places like these are always worth coming back to. Maybe upstairs? There's that symbol again. Looks like an eyeball of some kind. And again, whatever winged man this was clearly likes that symbol. Or maybe someone else put that there. It's hard to say. Who knows? It's a big old question mark. But if my hunch is correct, then we might be in some big trouble. Some big trouble. I hope someday I can meet more of the people here. It's quite the interesting characters in this little world. Maybe I'll think of getting myself a little mask. So people stop looking at me weird. Okay, I really don't know where the warp stone is here. I mean, it's gotta be here somewhere. Maybe it's up top. Maybe it's up top. Oh, under the stairs on the ground floor. Thank you. Stop running around, weirdo. Okay. Under the stairs on the ground floor. There it is. All right. Let's head back home. Collect ourselves. Take a look at the evidence we have. See if we've got any leads. These trees are killer. Alright. Howdy, Slim. Howdy, Typo. Howdy, Misclick. And... good to see you, Boober. Odysseus. Whew. It sure was a big day. Now... let's see. Oh, good, my journal's still here. The rules say I'm not meant to be here. What the hell with the rules? After that parasite fiasco, the worst case scenario happened. The Demon Prince returned and reclaimed his title. I don't know how he even escaped and got home in the first place, but regardless, he's dangerous. Yup. Seems about right. Don't need to read the rest of it. I already know what's going on. Caedis is here. I know he is. One way or another. Now, I don't know if this man with the red wings is him, or just some coincidentally similar man, but the similarities are worth investigating. Now, if he came from the Nether like my suspicions would suggest, that might be where we need to go next. I've searched for you for far too long to give up now. Any last minute questions before I head off? If there's nothing, then I'll just head home. I should investigate that Fifi person too. Maybe I'll go investigate that little help wanted ad in the tree. Well, hearing a whole lot of silence. But I'm not gonna forget what that demon took away from me. I know I want the best for him, but a part of me aches, itches, stings for revenge. But I know that's not the way. Well, suppose that's enough moping for now. Well, little souls, this has been fun. It's been fun investigating for the day. Can't say I learned much, but at least I got to know what it's like to have people follow me around for once. I'd say that's about all there is for today's mystery. Let's see if there's anyone else I can send y'all to. Oh, there certainly is. Oh, but before I do that, let me just drop this character for a moment. Shut up, Hobby Lobby. Hey guys. That was fun. Oh, hi Fifi. Oh, bye Fifi. Well, that's gonna be the end of the stream. That was fun. It was fun being Mr. Guardian again. I got to give y'all more clues as to what's really going on with that dude. Also, welcome to colors. Well, you're probably getting used to the black and white, but happy stream anniversary. Yeah. I mean, if you said it, I wouldn't have heard it anyways. Mr. Guardian was in charge that time, but yeah, this has been a fun anniversary stream. I really I'll be honest, chat. I had this idea like a week ago, and I was like, oh shit, this would be really fun. I gotta scramble to get some stuff finished up before I can even begin to think of doing this, though. Which honestly, knowing that I was gonna be bringing Mr. Guardian to EVerlast, that was the motivation that I needed to finish his video series on YouTube. I'll be honest. That's really all it took. Which is why it came out like, what was it, 3 days ago? I just had to scramble to get it done. Because I was like, this needs to get done before the anniversary, or else there's gonna be so many questions. But yeah, that was fun. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with Mr. Guardian for 2.5 hours. Unedited, unfiltered, the way he usually is. I hope that's given you more food for theories. I've had a very good past year of streaming also. Not to get sentimental, but more food for art? Hell yeah. Also, how about that Slim reveal, huh? I've been holding on to that one for a while. I'm glad that you guys were genuinely excited to see Slim come back. I think, yeah, the real Slim Shady. I think he was probably the most memorable thing from that particular server. If you were there when it happened, you know what I mean. And I was like, okay, so after the end of Last One Standing, Mr. Guardian, he goes back and he gets Typo, right? So like, you know, who else did he go and grab? But yeah, that was a fun anniversary. I'm glad so many of you were here for that. Here's to another year of streams. 4 more years. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the next one, but just a State of the Union address, I suppose. I have so many things planned for streams. I definitely intend to be Mr. Guardian more. Because Caedis is supposed to be kind of a more mysterious character that doesn't really show up that much. So I get to be Mr. Guardian. I really missed streaming Minecraft. That was mostly my main excuse for doing this. Also, hi Nightshade. I know it's unfortunate timing. I'm ending right as you get back home from work, but I hope you enjoy watching the VOD if you do end up doing that. I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with this. It was so fun to be that character again. It's been so long. But yeah. If there's any last minute comments or questions or suggestions, I'll hold for those for a couple minutes. Otherwise, I'm gonna send you off to Captain Nix, because I believe they're still live. Oh, tell you what, it can't be a Swift stream if I don't play Checkmate from Ruby Volume 9 soundtrack. Still no questions? Well, if you ask questions in my Discord server, I might not answer them. Well, I suppose Oh, I will say, chat, there was so much that I wanted to just say, but I was like, I can't give away too much of Mr. Guardian's backstory right off the bat. That's just too much. It's too much. I gotta give you scraps. Well, Nightshade, I don't even know if you were watching, so I don't know what questions you would have. Other than that, I'm gonna raid Mr. Captain Nix. Mr. Mrs. Captain Nix. Oh, you're not gonna be able to sleep because you're gonna be too busy thinking. I just say I'm sorry, but I just love, I love doing this. Thank you, Nightshade. I might turn this into a video, actually. We'll see. Depends on how the VOD looks. Slash rate. Please work. Yes! We're rating. I torture you with thinking. Ah, I know. It's my favorite thing, though. It's my favorite. Also, woo, I will be very honest. I made this starting soon screen, like, maybe 15 minutes before I was gonna go live. Or like an hour. I made the starting soon screen just before dinner, and then I ate dinner, and then, I got done at like 6:55, which was 5 minutes before I was gonna go live. And, all of these little visual aids that I was putting up during story time at the beginning, this is why I was late to the stream. Because I had this idea and I really wanted to do it just to like provide people with some context for this character, and for my little corner of EVerlast lore overall, with credit where it's due for the artists, obviously. But that was an idea I had today, like 15 minutes before stream, and I was like, crap, I really want to do this. But regardless, thank you for stopping by for my stream anniversary. We're gonna say hi to Nix, to Captain Nix. Please be nice. I'll probably be streaming later this week, or maybe next week, we'll see. Bye-bye! Drink water, go to bed, have fun. Be nice to Captain. I'll see y'all later. One more year.